Sitting behind me is Southwest Florida's most fastest car, coming in at a top speed of over 360 miles per hour. But before I show you how to make this insanity of a car, I'm gonna firstly show you how to make this 230 mile per hour car, then a 310 mile per hour car, a 340 mile per hour car, and then a 350 mile per hour car. Like, these are some of the craziest cars, especially for how much they cost. But with all of that being said, let's hop right into it and create some of the fastest cars in all of Southwest Florida. Coming to the first speedy vehicle we have on our list is a $7,400 car that reaches a top speed of 230 miles per hour plus. Along with it being super fast, it also has an insane acceleration, making this car perfect for drag races. So what we want to do first is we want to head over to this briefcase and we want to go all the way to the dealership employee job. Now we just want to walk right into the dealership and navigate onto the coupe section. Now this is the car that we are going to be tuning and having it go super fast. So with a price of $7,400, let's go ahead and buy this vehicle. And now you're probably wondering how the $7,000 car can go 230 miles per hour plus. Thankfully, tuning exists. So now for the second step that we want to do is we want to head to any mechanic shop on the map. It doesn't really matter which one. For this car, I'll be using Sussy's Mechanic. Drive right on in and click the customize button. And now you want to head to the performance tab, and here is where all of the magic happens. Now you want to do your normal upgrades. Stage 3 engine, turbocharging forced induction, race brakes, race reduction weight, grip tires, and race transmission. And now for the suspension, the wheel width, the wheel size, the camber, the offset, and the steering, you want to leave all those stock. What you want to head to next though is the drivetrain and switch this to all-wheel drive. Eesh, that's a hefty amount. And then you just want to head all the way down to the gearing tab. And last but not least, you want to switch this number to 2.15. Now before doing any upgrades to this vehicle, it can only reach a top speed of 110 miles per hour. But with all the upgrades now on, let's see how fast this vehicle can actually go. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Look at that acceleration. Oh my gosh, already passed 110 miles per hour. 220, we're already over 100 miles per hour on this car. 237, 238. Can we get 239? I don't think so. So from 110 to 238, that is insane.
Oh my God.
Right now, I'm going to go ahead and race one of my friends. And if he can beat me, I'm going to give him 1,000 Robux. So let's go ahead to that right now. All right, so standing next to me is my really good friend L3. And I'm going to be racing him in my $7,000 Mazda Miata, while he's going to be racing me in this 400,000 plus supercar. I mean, you can see the price difference. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, look at that. Yo, just like that, we just beat him. Oh my God. Yeah, how does it feel, L3? You got anything to say?
How do you do it?
Well, that, my friend, is a secret for another day. Now, we know the last car went 230 miles per hour, but for this second car, we are ramping it up. Instead of 230, we are going all the way up and above to 310 plus miles per hour. While this car is only $32,000. But like the last car, we gotta head all the way to the dealership. And for this car, we want to go to the hatchback. And the car of selection is going to be the Volkswagen Golf GTI. As you can see, $32,665 with like a medium speed, a medium acceleration, and like quite mid other stuff. So let's go ahead and buy this vehicle. Boom, just like that. Now we want to head to the performance tab once again. And for the engine, it's going to be a stage 3 engine. Stage 3 turbocharging, race brakes. We want a race reduction weight. For the tires, we're going to go with grip tires. The grippier, the better. We want a race transmission. And now for the suspension. What you want to do for the rear, instead of 4,500, we want to take this knob and put it down to about 3,000. The dampening is also going to go down to 50. The pre-comp is going to go down to 600. And then the EXT limb and the comp limbs both will go up to 800. For the front suspension, you just want to copy this entire thing. It's like a copy and paste on over. For the wheel width, we want to put the front to -400 and the rear to also -400. The wheel size, we want to put the front to 400 and the rear to -200. The camber, we're going to put the front to 2 and just leave the rear at 0. The offset for the front is going to be 200 and the offset for the rear is also going to be 200. For the steering, you want to leave this completely stock. And then for the drivetrain, we want to put this to rear wheel drive. For differential, we want to keep this completely stock too. We're going to take this and we're just going to decrease this to exactly 1.8. You're done. Without further ado, let's rev up the engine, put the traction control off, and launch this in 3, 2, 1. Boom, just like that. Super fast acceleration. Oh my god, already over 200 miles per hour. 320 miles an hour? Oh, 320. Oh my god. This car is insane. I'm pretty sure the original stock top speed on this was around 150, I want to say. This thing is going to be unstoppable. Now, believe it or not, with every single tune that I'm going to show you today for this truck, it can reach a top speed of over 340 miles per hour and only costing $44,800. Well, that's without the upgrades. So let's head down to the dealership once again, head on in and navigate to the pickup category. Now we want to go and find the Dodge Ram Rebel and purchase this for $44,740. And here's where the magic happens. All right, I'm talking stage 3 engine, stage 3 turbocharging. We want race brakes, race reduction, we want grip tires, and a race transmission. And now for the suspension, you want to copy this down tune for tune. This suspension is just completely stock. Wheel width is going to be completely stock. The wheel size, you want to put the front all the way up to 400 and the rear all the way to -400. The camber is going to be completely stock. The offset is going to be completely stock. The steering is going to be completely stock. For the drivetrain, we want all-wheel drive. And then for the differential, you want to copy this down. For the rear power, we're going to put this up to 100, the coast down to 0, and the preload down to 0. The differential, we want to keep stock. And now, last but not least, for the gearing, this is one of the most important parts on what's going to make this truck a living beast. You want to put this number all the way down to 1.695. And now you should be all finished with this truck. Let's go ahead and take this out. Oh my god, it already feels so much faster. Okay, we're back at the end of the map, and we're gonna go ahead and launch this here in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So one thing I can say is not the best on acceleration, but acceleration doesn't matter. We're all about top speed here. So 240 miles per hour, still climbing fast. We're going to reach 280, 290, 300 in a pickup truck. Holy, 330, 340. I saw 340 on that dial. Oh my god, this is the car. And speaking of supercars, for the 4th car we have on this list, this vehicle goes 350 miles per hour plus, but it's unfortunately off sale. It is in the hyper category and is called the Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 plus. I mean, it can already go 300 plus miles per hour, but let's make it go 350 plus. It's basically like every single car. We want to have a stage 3 engine, a stage 3 supercharging, forced induction, racing brakes, race reduction, grip tires, race transmission, and then for the suspension, you just want to copy all of this down. For the wheel width, you want to leave that completely stock. Wheel size stock, camber stock, offset stock. Steering, you want to leave it stock. The drivetrain, you want to have an all-wheel drive. The differential, you will want to copy this down. And then for the gearing, you want to have it set to 2.76. And then once you have all of those, you should have a 350 mile per hour speed demon. It is now time to see this vehicle's top speed. That's if it actually stops flying in the freaking air. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And oh my god, that's a terrible launch. Anyway, so we are increasing in speed really fast. Already over 200 miles per hour. Now crossing 300 miles per hour. Oh my god. 330, 340, 350, 358. That's his top speed. 359, 360. And we just ran out of road. Oh my god. So it's safe to say that this thing is basically like 360 miles per hour. But on a real note, my game did lag a little bit, so we're gonna say that this can go about a top speed of 355. Damn, that's pretty fast, but not as fast as the 5th car that I have on this list. This vehicle can go about 360 miles per hour at a whopping price of $1.2 million. Yeah, that's a lot of money. That's gonna make me go broke. If you don't already know what vehicle this is, it is the Venom GT. Like I said, at a price of $1.25 million, let alone this car is like one of the fastest in the game. But let's go ahead and purchase this, and oh, I'm almost down to my 300 million. 277 miles per hour, so that's not bad being stock, but we can basically make this go another 50 miles per hour. So let's get straight into the tunes. Now for the last time, I'm going to say this. Stage 3 engine, stage 3 turbocharging, race brakes, race weight, grip tires, and a race transmission. And now for the suspension, you want to copy this down exactly. For the front, we're going to put this number to 4349. The damp is going to be 600. The pre-comp is going to be 500. And the comp limb is going to be 103. For the wheel width, we want to put both the front and rear to -400. The wheel size, we want to put the front to 400 and the rear to -200. The camber we want to leave alone, but the offset we want to switch and put both of these to 200. The steering, the only thing that we are going to change is nothing because it's completely stock. Drivetrain, we want to have all-wheel drive. The differential, we want to put the rear power to 100 and the coast to 0 and the preload to 0. And then for the front differential, we want to also put this to 100 and then put both the coast and preload to 0. And then for the torque vectoring, we're going to put this up to 80. And then last but not least, for the gearing, one of the most important parts to tuning a car, we want to put this to 2.8. And after you purchase this, you now have one of the fastest cars in all of Southwest Florida. All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for, the fastest car in Southwest Florida, or fastest car that can actually drive. Okay, I know some of you guys are probably saying something about the flying car. Okay, that can't drive. Let's launch this thing in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Oh my god, the acceleration is so fast. Already at 200 miles per hour. 260, 300. Oh my god. 330, 340, 350, 360. 361. Oh my god. I know you all saw that. 361 miles per hour. That is insane. Yeah, so pretty much no one can beat that car. I don't think, no matter what tune you have, this car is going to beat everything. But there you have it. The top 5 fastest cars in all of Southwest Florida.